What it do, homies? It's your boy Dave, and I'm back today. We out here with some more Burnham. This time we checking out Love Is. Let's go ahead, shut up, and turn it up.
So this next song is about love, appropriately.
Appropriately.
I love you.
See, immediately. He's always starting off with super interesting chords, right? Especially with the melody, already the type of that melody already tapping into like the nostalgic kind of feeling, right? I think too many people kind of gloss over the intro of music. It 100% sets the tone before the lyrics even come, sets the tone of what you should be thinking right now. And it's important because what follows and how you perceive it is mostly just based on that intro. So, okay.
I love you like kings love queens, like a gay geneticist loves designer jeans. I need you like New Orleans needs a drought, like Hitler's father needed to learn to pull out. And I want you, yeah, like a lawyer / mathematician wants some kind of proof. And I want you, yeah, like JFK wanted a car with a roof. Because love is taking that dive, then getting really comfortable and peeing in the pool. And love is a real life porn, minus all the stuff that makes porn cool. And love is a homeless guy searching for treasure in the middle of the rain, and finding a bag of gold coins and slowly finding out they're all filled with chocolate. And even though he's heartbroken, he can't complain because he was hungry in the first place.
You know what? What's going on here is that anytime you ask, the definition of what love is going to vary depending on who you ask, right? And what Bo is doing here is he's kind of comparing it to where it looks like it's super exciting at the beginning, right? But then as it trails off, or when the actual realization comes, then you realize, oh, wow, maybe this wasn't so great. But that's just what it is when it comes to love, is that a lot of people kind of go into, and it ain't even necessarily just relationships. It can be all kinds of things you love, even your favorite hobby. Apply the same practices. There's going to be things that you do in your hobby or your day-to-day tasks, or things that you really love doing that has its downfalls, right? But then you got to ask yourself, all right, cool. What continues to push me through, right? In my experience, right, I've been with my wife for 14 years. We've definitely kind of had our highs and lows, but the stuff that he's using for the explanations about finding gold and then realizing that it was actually really chocolate is amazing, right? The whole concept is the initial response followed by the actual realization and how you deal with that realization going forward, right? And when I say that, the initial realization was gold. The initial response, the excitement was gold. The actual realization as it was chocolate. And then how you deal with it is he was hungry. So at the end, it ended up being a win. But imagine if he just found out it was chocolate and then decided to toss it away, right? Now what are you going to do about your hunger? Okay.
And even though he's heartbroken, he can't complain because he was hungry in the first place. Because I love you like Dora loves maps, like the Pope's toilet loves holy craps. It's a little one.
Okay.
I need you like a voyeur needs a branch, like boys tossing salad needs a little bit of Neverland Ranch. And I want...
Was that a Michael Jackson joke?
Neverland Ranch. And I want you, yeah, like all the gothic kids that look exactly the same, never want to conform. And I want you like Anne Frank wanted nobody to read her fucking diary. Because a diary is a collection of secret things no one's supposed to read. That's the whole point of a diary. Millions of people have breached this little girl's privacy after she was chased by Nazis. Kick her while she's down.
Right.
And if we met.
And then speaking of that, in more recent lights, I saw on Twitter and everything that people were saying that Anne Frank was guilty of white privilege. And I think their whole entire argument was based off of the fact that she could blend in with the rest of the society, whereas people of color could not. You guys tell me what y'all think about that, because that's on par with him saying kicking her while she's already down.
No one's supposed to read, that's the whole point of a diary. Millions of people have breached this little girl's privacy after she was chased by Nazis. Kick her while she's down. And if we met in 10,000 BC, I was your caveman, use my cave lady.
Use.
If we got hot, we'd start rubbing. If we got hungry, we'd go clubbing. There's woolly
Clubs.
mammoths, but I will protect
Sandwich.
us. You're making me devolve to a Homo erectus, motherfucker. And if we met in 1780, I was a white southern aristocratic plantation owner, and you were my dark-skinned servant lady. Slave. Whenever I could get away from the missus, I'd go to your shed and then I'd steal you kisses. But let's be serious, I'd still work you full-time as a slave. There's a difference between romantic language and a complete disregard for socio-economic trends.
What?
And if we met in 1941, I was a Nazi, use a gypsy on the run. That's a little redundant. That probably...
Wait, if I'm understanding that correctly, you're a gypsy on a run. Is that gypsies are generally always moving? So, am I understanding that correctly?
It wouldn't have worked out. Because love is your favorite food for every breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And love is the Holocaust if you don't die quick and you don't get thinner.
So that's interesting. Love is your favorite food for every breakfast, lunch, and dinner, right? Because it's something that don't necessarily go away. And it's interesting because you don't want it to go away, but you also don't want it every day, right? It's kind of similar to, I love my wife. I love my kids. I see them every day. But sometimes daddy needs a break. You know what I mean? That's that break right there. I'm having it for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. But, man, I just need a break. It's a Holocaust if you don't die quick.
Love is being the owner of the company that makes rape whistles. And even though you started the company with good intentions, trying to reduce the rate of rape, now you don't want to reduce it at all. Because if the rate declines, you'll see an equal decline in whistle sales. Without rapists, who's gonna buy your whistle? Love is all about.
Oh my goodness, what a comparison.
Whistle. Thank you.
I mean, is he lying though? That's an off the wall. Those are facts. Wow. So you especially if you built your, wow, imagine, wow, that's crazy, right? I feel like if something like that was to happen where a perfect society existed or there was something that came out like a drug or something that eliminated the needs in a person's brain to want to commit such an atrocious act, and it just completely eliminated it, right? I wonder, and a bill came up to vote for it, right? And we're talking about your livelihood when it comes to those type of whistles. What kind of person are you going to be? Mind you, your whole entire life is built off the sales of these whistles. You dropped a bomb right there at the end, y'all. All right, y'all. That's the end of this video. If you enjoyed the content, leave a like and subscribe. Dave's out.